Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina and today I'm back with the artificial lights in my room and I almost forgot how bright they can be. So yeah, it's late in the evening, but I was just so excited and I just really wanted to film this video before the 1st of November. I'm not sure if I will be able to upload it before the 1st of November, but I will definitely try. And why I'm talking about November? Because this video is all about NonFiction November. If you don't know what it is, this is an initiative that two lovely booktubers have created, and they are Gemma and Olive, two amazing booktubers who are mainly focused on non-fiction books. And this is already something amazing as it is, but moreover, each and every year they are trying to just enhance our will to read non-fiction books and just try to make us discover new books and get passionate about non-fiction too. So since I found that it's very important and very interesting, it will be my second year in taking part in this kind of event. They have a Twitter account that you may follow, they have their channels on which they of course make an announcement, and they have their TBRs, so I will leave the links down below, so check the box. And this is my personal TBR for the month of November, for non-fiction November. For this year we had 4 different prompts that we are pretty much able to just mold to our desires. And what I usually do is that I go through my shelves and just try and pick all of the non-fiction books that I own and decide which ones are the perfect fit, or like a stretched kind of fit anyway. I just try to make it work basically. And the 4 prompts that we had this year are, first of all, pastime or pastime, self or shelf, wonder or wonder, and micro versus micro. So macro versus micro, sorry. And here I have my 4 books. This is quite an ambitious TBR for me. I don't think that I will be able to read all 4 of them, considering that this year I'm very slow in reading, but nonetheless I'm trying. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that almost all 3 out of 4 of these books are a perfect fit for pastime, because they are almost historical books, and I will show you them later. But the one that I chosen for this prompt is Unmentionable by Therese O'Neill, The Victorian Lady's Guide to Sex, Marriage and Manners. I own this book from last year. I bought it for a kind of research that I was making on Victorian kind of life and the condition of women back in the days. So I've not read it yet. It seems interesting and lovely with a lot of images in it. It's just beautiful and I'm sure that I will learn so much. The only downside of it is just that I, strangely enough, don't like the smell of this one at all. I don't know why. I usually love the smell of books, but this one, not so good. But I hope that the content will be amazing. Then the second one is Self or Shelf, and for this one I have something very tiny, very small, that I'm so excited to read, and it's a collection of letters written by Jane Austen. This here is an Italian beautiful edition, and I tell you that's beautiful because this actually is the dust jacket. This is the book underneath, but the dust jacket, it's actually an envelope. So if you have this book, you may just wrap it up and send to whoever you want. I love these editions so much. This is something so clever and lovely, and I'm so happy that I found this kind of publisher around. It's an independent publisher, so I'm very glad about it. But yeah, this is a collection of letters by Jane Austen, and I'm very excited because they are real letters, so they speak about Jane Austen as a person. It's just a collection of letters that she wrote to her dear ones, so it's about her, herself, and for sure it's something that has stand on many shelves. So self and shelf. This is the pick that I have for that one. Then the third one is Wonder or Wonder. And here I decided to kind of mix the two things, and I have just the perfect non-fiction book. It's The Rule of the Land by Garrett Carr, and the subtitle is Walking Ireland's Border. And this is a book that I bought during my trip in Ireland, and this is the experience of the author while he was traveling the borders of Ireland with UK, and it's a modern book, so it's set in our times, just after or during the referendum, I'm not sure, and it sounds very interesting. It just gives you a general idea on what happens, what are the thoughts of the people, how is the reality of those who are living actually at the borders. So I'm quite curious to see what this book is about, what is the main idea, what are the conclusions to which he got at the end of his journey. So it's quite a long book, almost 300 pages, so it will be a little bit long. I'm not sure if I will finish it, but I will give it a try. And then the last one is Micro versus Macro. And here I have a book that I wanted so badly to read. Last year I started it, I never finished it, and it's Дневники княжон Романовых by Helen Rappaport, and in English it actually was called Four Sisters, The Lost Lives of Romanov Grand Duchesses. And this is pretty much what the title says. So it's set in Russia. We're speaking about the four Grand Duchesses of Russia, so the Romanov family, the famous sisters of Anastasia and the other three. So this is something that I consider to be micro, so a small universe in a macro context, so in a huge historical event. As you probably know, a lot of you have watched the cartoon Anastasia, so for sure you know at least a little and a small part of the story. Well, here I hope to find so much more, because this is a huge biographical kind of work that was done. It's a collection of all of their diaries and the letters that were written about them, and so on and so on. So this book is very amazing. It's very, very long. It's like 600 pages, so I will never finish it in time, but it's also full of amazing exclusive pictures, so I just cannot wait to read it, because it talks about my roots, it talks about an event that was tragic and horrible, and about which I want to actually learn more, even if sometimes it really hurts to see what people are able to do to each other. So yeah, this is my fourth pick. And these are the 4 books that I will try and read during November for NonFiction November. And please let me know down below if you're taking part in this kind of initiative, if you have a TBR, or if you will just at least try to read one single non-fiction book during this month. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye! Ciao!